Hey guys, welcome back. I know it's been a while since I've done anything. So, in the process of unloading some hay here. So it may be kind of a common sense thing, but learned a long time ago to always dump the hay bales on their side. That way it makes getting the hay strings off a lot easier. And the other thing that you guys may or may not have noticed is the tractor rolled a little bit. So the engineers at TYM decided that the parking brake should be like a stair-step pattern, and that the part that goes into the stair should be less than 1/8 of an inch thick, and the stair step part should be 1/4 of an inch. Guess which broke? Yeah. So as of right now, we don't have parking brake on the tractor, so we have to make sure that we have the wheels turned a certain way so that it doesn't roll. So always keep hay strings, because they are great to work in a pinch to tie gates or so. It's been a little while since you guys have been around with me, so we are going to feed some of the animals and do a little bit of a tour, because we've made some changes. We're doing more with the sheep right now, which I think is kind of a good thing. We're starting to get our fiber from our churros, because we actually got fiber off of them this fall. So we are about halfway through our shearing. I think we have 4 or 5 that we still have to shear. So but anyway, let's get on out of here, and we will put you guys on the tractor, and we'll go dump some hay here. hear some really stupid goat noises and sheep noises because it's that time of year. So let's start dropping some hay. So over to the right, we have our sheep handling equipment. Usually we're doing rotational grazing out straight ahead, but right now we have the dorpers and the rambouillet crosses all together over here. Diane, and of course Maverick, who has jumped over his water for the umpteenth time. So we're going to create an alley system for the tractors and to make moving animals easier. So we have a gate system over here. We're slowly getting gates made and created. This stuff will go to the cows. here, we have some chickens that have decided to be free rangers. Cheyenne, don't sit in the middle of the tractor path. Which, I don't mind the chickens free ranging. Are we a little hungry this morning there, Africa? And we can also see little dude, who is a little bantam. We just refer to him as little dude. He's kind of a cool chicken. All right. Come on, Cheyenne, move. Move! So, some people may be asking why we keep some of the dogs tethered. Some of the livestock guardian dogs are great with the sheep. Others see chickens as tasty snacks. So, we gotta have to keep some of them tethered for the chicken safety. But they do a good job of keeping predators at bay. This may be a mistake. There we go. So fall is fast approaching. Have to check, make sure you guys are in focus.
So as you can see, some of the churros that have been sheared have the worst haircut ever. We are still growing our churro flock. Come on guys, out of the way. Come on. Gonna be letting some of these guys in the chicken coop out. So that they can free range. And we've had something get into that aviary and take out some of the chicken. We might have to put a camera in there and see what exactly is going on here. Some of this hay from the back. In the last bale. Go take a look at the piggies. And we also have 2 goats that are not on assignment that are honorary piggies. So I'm slowly getting that cookhouse done. We got some first cut lumber to do for the sidewalls. And look, there's one of the honorary piggies. Let me try to back out of here. doing our fall cleanup. You can see we got rid of the kayaks. Yay! This thing was an eyesore and a half.
Okay, I'm back. So we can see the churros. Like I've said, some of them have the worst haircuts ever. Some of them still need to be sheared. And then we have Miss Lexi and Miss Comet coming out to see what I'm up to. So, we started doing dorpers, and so they're dorper katana crosses, because we wanted to eventually have a carcass that was a little bit heavier. But our friend that gave us the dorpers and katana crosses to get started, when I wasn't here, kind of had a faux pas and left a wether and took a ram before he moved back to New Mexico. So, my wife wants lambs hitting the ground soon so that we can recoup some of our costs for feeding these little monsters, which they're not really monsters. They're great. I love them. Much prefer sheep over goats any day of the week because, well, goats are a-holes. Yep, I said it. So, what we will do is we've got to give Mr. Maverick some water because, like Mavericks tend to do, he knocked over his water. Dude. Dude, no. Don't jump on me. Hey. Dude, you have no idea how bad that hurts. Got sensory problems enough as it is. Maverick. Fine. So, that is Maverick, which the last time you saw him, he was a puppy and a lot easier to manage. Now, he is a full-grown jerk. With all of the ankle surgeries I've had, it's, he likes wrapping the chain around my ankle. Well, the spinal cord stimulator does a lot, but having a 70-pound dog wrap a chain around and squeeze doesn't feel good. So, yeah, I get a little upset. Sorry, it happens. I'm not perfect. So, we'll come in here and we'll see. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I need to get in here and drag your pen, but I don't want to freak you guys out too. So we have, go around this way. We've decided to free feed the horses. You know, going into winter, it'll help them keep their weight on a little bit better. Maybe in an upcoming video, I'll go in and work with them a little bit on camera. So, but that might be after vacation. Yes, we're actually taking a vacation. Not a long one, but still a vacation. All right, so for some reason, our radishes decided, yes, Lexi wants to be on camera. Say hi, Lexi. So she's one of our polar bears. Anyway, so for some reason, our radishes decided that they were going to take off about a month ago. So as you can see, we have a crap ton of radishes, which for most market farms would be a good thing. Only thing is, they're not selling. So there's not a whole lot that we can do with them. So basically I'm drying them in the dehydrator, and we'll see if they come out as radish chips and if they're fit to eat or not. So as we walk over, we had a huge weed bloom, and the weeds took over the garden, and we had absolutely nothing. So I came in, the weed whacker, took everything down, and the next step is going to be to flame weed this whole area, everywhere inside of the purple sticks, and then we're going to lay cardboard down, soak it, then put wood chips on top of it to act as mulch, and let it sit until next season, and then we'll try it again. We're hoping that the cardboard will deter weed growth. So we will see how that works. So we might do a video on that whole process. I'm not real sure yet. I know I need to get back in the habit of regular posting, but seems like life always gets in the way. Always. But anyway, so basically the difference between sheep and cows. A cow, if you can get her bred, will have a baby. Usually they have one. So the issue becomes, out of that one baby, before you can take it to butcher, you have a 18-month window. Sheep breed twice a year, can have anywhere between, depending on the breed, 2 to 4 babies a year. We butcher the Dorper or the meat sheep at a year. So that's kind of what we have going on. That's why we do sheep instead. So when we butcher at about 120, 130 pounds. That's our target goal. So that's, you can get a lot more sheep per year than you can cattle. Granted, sometimes there's a weight difference, but it also depends on how many sheep you're running. And I am, once again, overflowing the horse's water, which seems to be a regular occurrence. Yeah. So, that's kind of one of the reasons why we do sheep. I will never have Angus on this ranch because, well, Angus can be temperamental jerks most of the time. So, let me go over to the side of the house here and turn stuff off. Turning and up, there we go. So yeah, that is the most recent farm tour. I will show you this over here. So this is going to be an outdoor cookhouse. I'm kind of doing it in stages. I still have a post to put in. So the back wall is going to be a firewood wall. Then first cut timbers are going to be along these two and possibly half. What I would kind of like to do is do like a sliding barn door on the front. But the real star is this old cook stove that I have refurbished to a usable state. It may not look pretty, but you know, you work with what you got. So we'd like to be able to cook more out here, because I don't know if you guys have looked at the price of propane, but it is absolutely insane. And the oven is electric, but the stove is propane. So we use a ton of propane, especially in the winter. So that's kind of our goal, is to kind of, you know, get the outdoor cookhouse going, and then we also want to utilize these solar panels here, because we have 18 295 watt solar panels. So we'd like to have a couple different power banks throughout the property for water heaters and, you know, stuff like that. I just can't figure out what that would equate to as far as amps, because most of the water heaters during the winter will use about 10 to 15 amps. Because if you plug two in to a household breaker, like on the outside of the house, it'll trip it. So, if anyone has any ideas on that, you know, reach out, post a comment. We would love to learn more, because, you know, this is all new to us. We are learning as we go, and so yeah, I will see you guys next time.